Hey guys, John here, and welcome back to NASCAR '06 Total Team Control. Alright, so this one's going to be a little bit different, because the first half of this video is post-commentary. What happened was, I was having issues with OBS on this particular day, and I didn't realize when I restarted it that it decided that it didn't care that my microphone was on, so yeah. Anyway, we are going to be doing post-com, but just for the first half of the video. Basically, I did the truck race and then decided, since it was the first race back after the break, or first episode back after the break, that I was going to do both truck and nationwide. So it's a longer episode, but yeah, I realized when I finished the race, I kind of looked over at my recording and realized that there was nothing registering from my microphone, and I was like, oh goody. But either way, so for the next 20 minutes, we'll be doing post-com. So that was a really great pole run there, and now we're jumping into the race. There we go. On my end, I'm trying to watch this through the Vegas preview window, and it's a little weird sometimes. But anyway, so yeah, we got the pole with a 36.000, which I thought was pretty cool. And unfortunately, we didn't get the best start in the world here. Emelman jumped out there ahead of us and led the first lap, but yeah, it's fine. Did I say 36? I don't think it was 36. I think it was 33 is what it was, but anyway, whatever. I know it was like 0.000, which I thought was cool. Anyway, yeah, so I made a big mistake there. I thought I could get clear of him before I lost traction, and it did not happen that way. And you saw me bobble and move up into him, and yeah, that was that. Clipped the back of my right rear quarter panel across his nose and into the wall. But luckily we didn't lose too much there. It could have been a lot worse, and you know, luckily we didn't tick him off so bad that he wanted revenge either. Also good. And now I'm thinking it must have been 30 flat. I don't know. Whatever. You guys saw the time when I got my qualifying lap. It's not worth me stopping and going back and looking at it right now. Point is, yes, we have a fast truck, but I was having issues keeping it down in the center of the corner, and that was what caused a couple of issues there. But right now we're gonna try to get past Bobby Hamilton Sr., R.I.P. And I wanted to do it cleanly. He was blocking pretty hard there. Could not get a line on him really. And right here we did, and I wanted so badly to not hit him. And then I started having issues with the screen blinking, because, you know, that had to happen again. And I think I stopped here in 1 minute to fiddle with the cords and try to fix that. But yeah, it's just a continuous problem for me, and I don't know why. It just refuses to ever, you know, not be an issue. But anyway, we made the pass clean. That's what I wanted most. And we finally get ourselves out in front, leading lap 6 after starting on the pole. And yeah, some more of that good old blinking. So I think there's going to be a transition here. And then when I came back, I fixed my pit options and stuff too. Anyway, we're moving on here and continuing this race. So basically, I knew I had a truck that could win the race if I could just get it to stay on the bottom, and I was struggling with that. Not only was it going to give people runs on me, but it was going to be rough in traffic because I was going to keep wanting to push up into people. And I mean, I think it was partially because I was overdriving the corner a little. But I started trying to get a little bit better handle here, and I think maybe it wasn't this lap exactly. That one was better, but not quite perfect. But either way, I realized that I was better in 1 and 2 than I was in 3 and 4. And yeah. And then here I got on the apron accidentally. Did not mean to do that. But amazingly, it didn't hurt me that bad. I managed to hang on to it. Alright, let's see. Is this where... I'm still pushing up just a little bit. About half a lane up. But it's actually not hurting me too bad here. So maybe I can't really remember. It's been like a week since I recorded this, so... trying to get this ready. And the thing is I don't think it's going to be ready in time for the first weekend back, so it's probably going to be the weekend after that. Oh, that was me driving in too deep and at the wrong angle and pushed way up the track there. But I was pretty confident that I have, at this point I thought, I know I can win this race. I just need to not make these stupid mistakes. I need to be smoother and get through these corners without losing a ton of time. And the more time I can gain at this part of the race, the better, because I have, usually a lot of bad luck when it comes to pit stops. I lose a bunch of time hitting pit road, usually, and then my pit crew often seems to make mistakes. So it's been an issue pretty much forever for me, and so that's why I love to have a big lead on the apron here, and knew that wasn't a problem, but I couldn't get off of it. So what happened there was, once I got onto it, I was afraid to cut the wheel, so to speak. Push the control stick up to get back on the track too rapidly, so I tried to ride it out. Then it just turned me sideways. Luckily, again, another incident that didn't cost me greatly. It cost me the lead, but it didn't cost me greatly. But what I was trying to say was, I like to have a big lead, because then I can have issues on pit road and it not hurt me as bad. I mean, I guess that goes without saying, but you know what I mean. Either way, yeah. So at this point, up underneath the 6 here, and hoping that I can also get a run on Hamilton, and he shuts the door. Be careful here. Don't want to push up across the nose of the 6. Did not. Tires are starting to wear at this point, which, as we've covered, oh, there's some contact with Hamilton after all that clean racing. But we've documented with NASCAR 06, and I'm pretty convinced now after several races that basically no matter what tire pressure you set it at, the whole tire endurance thing is a farce, and that you see your tires wear at the same point during a race no matter what. At least that's my understanding of it, my thought process, is that if you have it at 15 or you have it at 30, the only difference that you're going to notice is change to grip and acceleration and top speed. So lately I've been erring more on the side of lower tire pressure for grip and stuff, because I know it isn't going to hurt me in the long run as far as my tire wear, and that has proven to be true. So now we're past the halfway point, and I know I don't have to pit right away, but I'm weighing the odds here of, should I opt for trying to build up a lead, or, you know, how much could I end up giving up? And then here we see our old nemesis, Chase Montgomery. He tried so hard to get under me that he actually washed up and hit the wall there, which gave us a little breathing room. But at this point I'm thinking, like, can I run the same kind of lap time as I was running at the start and get a lead here, or should I just try to hit pit road? And at this point I was just like, frick it, I'm coming now. I'm past halfway and I've made a lot of mistakes, so I'm just gonna roll with it. You see right now there, my tire pressure is at 18. In the past, for a race like this, I'd have been putting it up like 25, 26, thinking, oh, it'll last longer, but the tires don't last any longer. It's a proven fact now. But yeah, so I didn't lose too much time coming on the pit road. At least I don't think so. And pit crew's doing a solid job right now. Right at 16.5 seconds, which is pretty darn good for a truck pit stop. But now I'm worried about, I don't want to cause a caution and have myself trapped a lap down, so I'm being real cautious, but not cautious enough. I blocked my teammate there, caused him a little bit of an issue. I should have waited just a little bit longer to let those two go by probably, but I wanted to get out there and get up to speed as quickly as possible so that I could start making up any time that I lost on fresh tires here. But more than anything, I just did not want a caution to come out, because if a caution comes out, well, we're going to be in big trouble. I don't think I made any changes either to the setup, even though I was having that issue of pushing in the center, especially in 3 and 4. I just decided that it's fast enough when I don't make mistakes, like, oh, hey, look, here's me making a mistake. I caught it that time, luckily, but as long as I don't do crap like that, I know I'm fast. So at this point, I'm thinking, just stick to what you know, just get better, don't be dumb, and start putting down lap times that are gonna make up the difference that you might have lost. Although, again, I don't think we really lost too much. I think our entry was pretty solid, and I think our pit crew did a good job. So at this point, I just want to gain any time that I can and wait for everybody to cycle through so I'm not a lap down, because a caution would be not good. Not good at all. But you know, as you saw when the thing said halfway on fuel, that it stretch it pretty far, and they definitely stretched it a lot farther than me. But again, I don't think that they really suffer from tire wear at all. Whoa. Okay, so there I was terrified that a caution was going to come out. So what happened there was I got a bit of a run, and I went to the outside, and then he moved up, and we made some contact there, and I was like, no, crap, there's going to be a caution, but there wasn't. But anyway, I don't think the AI has tire wear per se. I think they just have a set time that they will pit, maybe based on fuel, maybe based on just a set lap in general, I don't know. But I've never really seen them like just start handling bad as a run goes on, or anything like that. So I'm not really sure how that all works. Here I was deciding to push the envelope a little bit. It's dangerous to try to pass people that might be hitting pit road coming around the next set of turns here, but see me, I feathered it hard there, so I didn't push up into him, and it paid off though, because here I'm just gaining as much time as possible so that when they do pit, it won't be so bad. So they just said leaders are coming in, so I purposely ran it a little high here just to see. Even if not all these guys pit, sometimes they'll check up, and that can be a problem. But I'm not running as fast a laps as I would like at this point. I know that. but I'm consistently moving forward, gaining time on everyone, and that's important. At this point, the leaders haven't pitted yet. Some of them, there's Montgomery peeling off. Some of them are, but not all of them. So we're still a lap down. I think, what, 4 or 5 trucks have stayed out at this point, maybe 6. Stretching it pretty darn far, really, if you look at the laps. It's, pit was pretty late, actually, in the race, but now they're finally hitting pit road. And, I'm going to come around here and get my lap back. The question is, where are we going to shake out overall? But we ran a really good lap right there. And I was just right now focusing on running the best smooth lap I could right at this point to gain, obviously, maximum time while they're sitting still. Your best lap is definitely going to hopefully be the one where, you know, everybody's just waiting in their pit stall so that you can gain maximum time without traffic and stuff to deal with as well. And as you can see, oh, maybe that wasn't Montgomery I saw earlier, but whatever. You see Montgomery's leaving pit road, and we are going to get out just in front of him here. And we're going to end up overdriving that corner. I was about to say we're going to end up half a second ahead, and then I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that now. That scared me because I thought I was going to catch the fence and I was going to throw away the lead. But at this point we're about 3 tenths ahead, which is about as big a lead as we had the whole race. And yet we didn't have to worry about a super long run to the finish here. There's literally just a few laps left. So more important here is just please don't push up, don't give up a bunch of time, don't get in the wall, and don't get on the apron again. Definitely led the most laps, which was good. Here I'm just trying real hard to keep the truck down so that he doesn't gain any real time on us. Getting him like underneath us would be bad. Through 3 and 4, you can really hear me lift there because I wanted to set up the corner better than I had been, and honestly it was about as smooth a 3 and 4 as we'd had the whole time. Fastest lap of the race, so yeah, that definitely clarifies that was about as good as I had done those corners. And now with a half-second lead, the white flag in the air, it's all just about getting through here without making any stupid mistakes. Loaded in there a little bit off the line, which is fine. Bring it around smooth for a wetter chicken dinner. So this one was fun. This one was real fun. I was worried there, you know, a couple times there could have been issues like during the caution, not the caution, during the green flag pit stops. You could have had a caution come out, especially when I made contact with that one dude. But in the end, it worked out. At this point, I was complaining about how bad I am at freaking burnouts in this game all of a sudden. I used to be good, and then it's like lately I've just been struggling. But finally started to get something decent looking going here. And yeah, it was a good solid race for us, a good points day for sure. And we got maximum points, and that's the best you can hope for. But I'm gonna be handing it over to past me here in a minute when I realized that my mic wasn't working. So yeah, take it away, John from the past, who's scrolling through the field and looking at, trying to figure out how many people he gained points on. But yeah, jumping back to the old me in just a minute. Alright, so just realized because, you know, I had a ton of trouble getting things to work today. OBS kept crashing. I had to restart my computer twice, etc., etc. Somehow it just didn't click for me to make sure that my mic was working, but like, why wouldn't it? It works every day. I use this every day for stream a day and all that. But yeah, after all of that, my mic was disabled for no apparent reason, and you didn't hear me say anything during that whole race. Which means I have to do post-com, which means I will have post-commentated up to this point, so you'll already be aware of all this, so yay. Anyway, yeah, so with that in mind, I am just going to end it right there because, well, you know what? No, Smurf it. It's the first race back in action, or first episode back in action here after the break. I'm going to go ahead and do another one. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to do another one. So the first race will be post-commed. This one won't be because I think everything's working now, so, ooh. Alright, Texas Motor Speedway. Oh, okay. Car was very tied in and a little free off, but probably because of the tied in. Let's balance that a little bit. I might need to make an adjustment. We'll see. I've always been really free off here in Texas, I find. Okay, that was a little bit... Oh gosh, why though? I'm just gonna hit the wall. Yep. So aggravating. So aggravating. Let's try to recover here and still get a good starting spot. Car's kind of all over the place though. I don't know. But yeah, I've always kind of had like a free off thing here, but this tight end is definitely weird. And then all of a sudden it turns and gets on the apron. Kind of like what happened at the last race. Yeah, well, I think it was still faster, but 15th, man. Yeah, I don't know, like, gotta work on this handling. Alright, here we go. Got some work to do, and, whoa. Hopefully my adjustments are gonna make the car handle better. Okay, that was a little spooky the way it stepped out there. Okay, well, doesn't seem less tight, although that could have been my entry. Oh my gosh, that was so freaking close. Oh my gosh, stop. This car is just like all over the place. I'm just like, I don't know, it's weird. Sometimes it turns way too well, and other times it's just, no, I have no grip. And then look at that. Look at how I pushed there. And I freed it up and gave it more grip from qualifying even. So, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I'm making some progress here, though, so I should probably stop complaining, I guess. But it's just like sketchy, you know what I mean? You feel like you're constantly on the verge of getting in a wreck here. Like it pushes, and then way too much turning. Oh, did not see that guy. Also, really didn't have much control over it because I was pushing up the track coming out of the corner, but we stuck through there, though. That was nice. Alright. 6th. Nice. It's like I'm fast and also out of control. That's fun. Don't get on the apron. For those of you who haven't played this game and just watch me play it, you probably are like, man, he sure does, you know, whine a lot about stuff that looks like it's entirely his own fault. It's not entirely my fault. I do get that I overdrive corners. I've been trying to be better about that. I think in some races, especially on the Thunder side, Thunder 04 side, you might notice that I think I've been better, maybe, at least at certain tracks. And in this game, I've been also trying to be better about it. But the real issue is sometimes the car's handling just, it defies logic. Sometimes it's just completely different from one lap to the next. Don't do it, Junior. I need the room. Thank you. Alright. Brian Vickers. I think he was the pole sitter. I'm not actually sure. I remember seeing his name up there. Miller, is it? Yeah. Alright, Miller. We're not teammates. Well, kind of, in a way. Childress and Harvick were still working together at that point. But we're not quite teammates. To the grass. It's fine. Grass is preferable to the apron. Alright. That's us through to the third. And we have Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch up ahead. See, that time I definitely overdrove the entry. Totally my fault. Totally understandable. I know when I do it, and then I also know when the game does it. You know what I mean? I know when it's my fault and when it's not. And that's hard to convey on screen, probably. But I can feel like, yeah, okay, I overdrove that. And then there's other times where I'm like, but I did it perfectly that time, and it did all these crazy freaking things I didn't expect. So just know that when I'm saying these things, I'm not just making excuses. Like, I'm literally really trying to wrap my head around what's happening. Anyway, we are closing in on these guys here. Not as fast as we did these other guys we got by, but I guess that's to be expected, yeah. Another win, or at least top 5 for this race, would be great for our points. I can't remember who's second in points, unfortunately, but why my memory so bad for these things? But you know, finishing ahead of some of these guys is definitely going to make a big difference points-wise, for sure. And the bigger lead we can build up, the better. Well, I mean, in general, that's true, but you know what I mean. For things happening later in the year, like, for example, if we built up a big enough lead that I could comfortably skip a race and then maintain running for the truck championship, that would be sick. Obviously, I'm not expecting that to happen, and I'm more than willing to sacrifice the truck championship this season to make sure that we win this one and therefore get a cup ride. Because I've made up my mind definitely that I want, you know, season 3 of this LP to be my rookie year of cup. If it also includes us running for the truck championship as a side thing, then cool. But, you know, we'll see. If there's some way we can pull off a miracle and do both this season, then I would be super down for that. If we had dominated in the trucks thus far and had like a huge lead in that, I wouldn't feel bad, but trucks have been a bit of a struggle. I mean, at least to get wins on every race. We got one finally today. But yeah, I don't know why I did that, but I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna cut through the grass, it's fine. I just do that sometimes. It's no big deal. I'd like to build up a big lead here so that when pit stops happen, we don't have to worry too much about giving up time on our entry to pit road, because that's usually a concern. But as this race wears on, I have a feeling that 3 and 4 is going to get harder for me. Oh, and the old switch has been flipped. We have some tire wear now, which honestly, I don't know. less grip on the right rear might make us less tight, but it's going to make us freer off, right? So, yeah, I'm not sure. Not exactly sure how that's going to benefit us in the long run here, but yeah. I assume we're going to be pitting him around lap 26, 27. It's my usual plan, obviously. Get a little past halfway. Sooner the better, probably, though, because of tire wear. However, I'd rather have fresher tires at the end of the race, to be honest, so if I have to struggle in the middle, so be it. Don't you get on the apron, car. Yeah, I'm getting freer off because of that, but it's not really going to change because, like, I could come to pit road and up the tire pressure, and it's going to run out at the exact same time because, as we've established, endurance is a lie. Tires just wear when they're supposed to wear. End of discussion. I'm sure some people argue with me on that point, but that's what my findings have led me to believe. So, and I feel like there's pretty good proof of it at this point. Okay, we're still not halfway on fuel, are we? Interesting. We're getting pretty deep into this race to not have been halfway on fuel yet. Or wait, we may have missed that. Yellow is not halfway, right? I don't know why I was thinking that. I probably already missed them saying halfway on fuel. Oh no, yellow is the halfway mark, and 18 laps, so I could technically go to lap 36, but I'm not sure I want to do that. But it's comforting to know, I guess, that if I could keep this thing running good lap times deeper into the run here, that means my tires will be fresher at the end of the race. I don't know. But technically we could go to lap 36, probably won't. All the tires are yellow now. Honestly, it has helped my tight situation. I just have to be wary of being free off, but I think it actually, the older tires are making me handle better, as silly as that sounds. I mean, it's not silly. There's a lot of people that are better on a long run, you know, at certain tracks, you'll see. In real NASCAR. Whoa, careful. That was a little weird. But anyway, so, like, technically I could pit now and make it to the end on fuel, but my tires would be even older at the end of the race than they are now. Should I just go right at halfway? I mean, it'd probably make the most sense. But if I can safely, without getting too completely out of control, go to, like, say, lap 29, that'd be great, because then my tires wouldn't even be as bad as they are right now at the end of the race, like, you know, the last lap or whatever. So I would like to go to lap 29, but let's see. Let's see what happens. Well, there's smoke, but not a caution, so I guess that's good. I should actually go ahead and do my settings right now just to make sure I don't mess anything up. We're going to say no damage. I think I'm just going to leave all the rest of this the same, honestly, because I think it's working fine. So, done to that. And back in the race here. Probably should have done that on the back stretch and not the tri-oval, but yeah. Alright, we're good. So yeah, if we could go 6 more laps, that'd be great. But we'll just see what happens here. If we get too out of control, then we should definitely just hit pit road. Past halfway. I'd say anywhere from lap 26 to 29. 26 if I'm out of control, 29 if I feel like I'm still handling well enough. That way we will have a bit fresher tires at the end, which Should be nice. Right now we're running really good lap times, and I'm not handling too badly. And we're building up a nice little lead. Not a huge one, but a nice one. Nice little comfortable cushion, you know. Okay, I can hear the tires starting to squall coming out of there, but I was driving it pretty hard. I was kind of curious how big of a lead I could build, so I started pushing the envelope just a little bit. Just got to be more careful coming out of 2, I think, especially. That was a really good lap. But yeah, we don't want to throw it all away either. Did not mean to do that, and we have a red right rear tire. I'm gonna go one more lap, I think, and then bring it, because I think I can still run a decent lap time on around here one more time, but I don't want to push my luck, I don't think, actually. Kind of a shame, but yeah, it's gonna start doing that. Then I need to be ready to okay, I had a hard time bringing it down there. Lost a little bit of time, but you know, whatever. Pretty sure Kyle Busch hit her right behind us, did he? Alright, come on, boys. We need this to be fast. Let's go. Go, 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 go. The truck pit crew had us out in 16.4, and these guys are even slower than that. Wow. Alright, that's us a lap down again. Gotta be real careful as we merge here. Luckily, the field was kind of spread out. Careful, JJ. Okay, cool. Get up to speed and try not to get into it with him. I mean, I don't understand what just happened there. Like, I just drove into the corner, was completely off the gas and on the brakes, and the car just would not stop going up the track. I made no freaking adjustments, and it's like, hey, you're insanely tight now. Good job. Well, that's bad. We just gave up so much time. Like, when these guys pit, like, oh my gosh, we're gonna be like 5 seconds behind. That's so annoying. Let's just focus on running smooth laps, gain as much time as we can. But also, Kyle didn't pit. Okay, I sworn I saw him hit pit road, but I guess I didn't. Anyway, yeah, that sucks. We just lost so much time because of that. Why though? Why did that happen? Like, he got this crazy run to my outside, and I tried. Oh my gosh! Why did I clip the apron? I don't understand sometimes, man. I know I sound like a freaking whiny baby, but I just don't understand sometimes. Like, the car just does things that does not make sense. Anyway. Just, yeah, I drove into the corner and could not turn, and nothing I would do would change that. And then once you get touched on the quarter panel, that's it. Like, you cannot do anything but go straight into the wall with the person that did it. So, all right, looks like we're going to be 5th, maybe. Don't you start glitching out on me, stupid capture. I drove that in so hard because I was trying to get up underneath these guys. Alright. Sorry, Miller. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to catch these guys, though. They're going to have a huge lead. And my tires We know they're going to start to go with a few to go. I don't know. There's still a long ways to go, I guess, technically. 17 laps. But I wasn't gaining that much on them lap by lap. Like, I had a 1.2 second lead. And I gave up so much time. 4.5 seconds. So 3-ish to Kyle, and then another second and change to Carl. Yeah. I don't know. We'll try, you know? Yeah, caution wouldn't be so bad now that it cycled through, actually, but I didn't want to intentionally bring out one. If one came out on its own, then sure, it would give us another shot, but I don't know. I just don't know as the car starts to fade if, you know, if we're gonna have what it takes to run these guys down. Like, I've gained 3/10 basically on Kyle. Yeah, there's no way. There's not enough laps. Dang it. I just... If I hadn't had the incident with JJ, I think I would have come out second, given my bad entry to pit road. And I'd had a real good shot at running Carl down, but it's just at the rate I'm catching them, it's just too slow. I might catch Kyle and finish second, and that's going to be about it, I think. Unless the caution comes out, but... They never come out when you want them, right? Only when you don't want them to. Or only if you're involved, anyway. Either you're involved in it and the caution comes out, or you just pitted and the caution comes out. But when you need to gain time on the leader, caution doesn't come out. I just really don't want to be the guy that brings out the intentional cautions, you know? I don't. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to catch Kyle, but that's probably about it. Should I even use Intimidate? It's never worked super well for me. Oh man, did I overdrive that or what? I'm getting free off already. Just because I overdrove it though. Focusing on trying to do this thing that isn't going to work, most likely. It's too bad because we're like allies and I don't really want to make an enemy of him, but... Oh. You know what? I'm not going to push my luck. That made him move up a bit, and that's going to give me a run on him here, I think. I'm not going to push my luck. I don't want to do it too close to him, because then we could end up in a crash. 10 laps to go. I could dump him and get a caution, but I'm not going to. Oh, that apron might make things bad. I didn't mean to clip it, you know, it just happens. And he's gonna get right back in front of us again, yeah. Alright. Oh, alright, well. 1.9 seconds, 8 laps left, nah. Don't see that happening. There was 12 maybe, but also our car's gonna get worse anyway, so yeah, here we go on all this stuff happening now. And the problem is that they don't have those problems, you know? The AI are never, like, faster than you, but they never seem to have handling issues either. So it's basically, even, you know, at the highest difficulty, they're a little slower than you as far as if you run a perfect lap, you're going to destroy them. But your handling is going to go away and theirs is not. That's pretty much what happens. So unless Carl, like, blows up or a lapped car gets in his way, which there are lapped cars up ahead, but they'd have to really hold him up, like, a lot. As we got like 6 to go, so I don't know. We are gaining on him, like, faster than I thought we would, maybe, but I just don't know if it's fast enough. Like, I hate to be like a negative Nancy here, but it seems like we're gonna be just a bit short. So I'm not even close enough to try to, like, intimidate or anything. Please get off the apron. Do not need that adding to my lack of grip here. Just if I don't run at the bottom, I'm not going to gain time on him at all. But running at the bottom is just so sketchy. And the car could just decide to get on the apron. Please hold him up, lapped car. Please don't let him get to the inside of you. Please, please, please. No. No. Yes, stay in front of him. Stay in front of him. Stay in front of him. No, he cleared him too fast. Dang it. Dang it. Yeah. All my tires are yellow. He's got 0.85 in. Dang it. If he had gotten held up a little bit longer, though. Just a little bit longer. But he got through there expertly. We caught him and got right past him. Which I have to do the same thing, obviously, as quickly as possible. I'm gonna lead him high and then hopefully drive under him here. Okay, that was scary. We're fine. Are we close enough to intimidate? No. Almost. If we could. And it just worked somehow. Oh my gosh, that would be the greatest freaking thing. Holy crap. Come on, come on. For once, work. For once, work. Work when I need you to, you stupid function. Please, 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 please work. Work. No, I can't get loose. Come on, we're so close. Work, intimidate. Work, you stupid thing. Nope. Dang it! Ah! So annoying! So freaking annoying. Ah, we came so close. Dang it! Gosh. I don't even think I was breathing there at the end. We gained so much time on him at the intimidate, just did nothing. One push up the track and we would have won. Dang it! Just because of JJ Yaley too. Well, I mean, because my car decided not to turn and I got into JJ Yaley. But I'm saying that incident, that's what caused me the race. Dang it. I feel like I did everything else I could do right. I mean, the entry to pit road, not great either. Which would have made me not be where I was with JJ Yaley. So maybe that incident wouldn't have happened. So frustrating. So frustrating. Alright, well, we led 15 laps. We finished second after starting 15th. It's a good points day. It's just annoying. If Boyer's the guy that's leading, I can't remember.
Remember Kenny Wallace, we gained points on them. Nice amount of points. So, that's good. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah. Alright, let's look at these standings. It is Boyer, and we now have a 105-point lead over him. That's good. Got our teammates up here, although I'm sure Reigns will drop off the next time Stewart's in the race because he won't be in the car, but doing well, so that's good. This is a nice points lead. It's not an insurmountable points lead, but it's a nice points lead nonetheless. And in the trucks, we now have the points lead, 35 points. We had been second, right? I think, to Hattori. So now there's a two-way tie for second at 35 points. And yeah, it's okay. Cleaver, not so great. I'd like to help him, but I'm more focused on myself at this point. So yeah, if we get these points leads high enough that we can make like an executive decision over, you know, a race or two, I don't know. It's hard to say. Modifieds, wow, that's tight. Irwin and Green tied for the points lead. Nice, good for them. And then on the cup side, see what's happening here, I guess. Don't really look at these things very much because it's not of huge concern to me, but go Tony. Anyway, yeah. So, you know, all in all, it was a successful episode for us. I'm not going to say that finishing second is a bad thing. It's just so frustrating that it was really one mistake. And you could either say it was a bad entry to pit road, which put me behind, or it was the situation with Yaley. Should I have just let him go? Probably. But I felt like I was up to speed fast enough that he wasn't going to get a run to my outside anyway. And then on top of that, I had no idea that the car was just going to decide to not turn at all. Because I didn't even feel like I drove it in that hard for it to shove that much. It just went straight up. And then, like I say, once somebody's on your quarter panel, it's over. You're in the fence. So, it's annoying. Anyway, next time, we're going to be heading to Phoenix. It's going to be a couple nationwide races in a row, actually. So that's something. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, hammer that like button, share with your friends, subscribe if you're new to join the Wolfpack, and I will see you next time for Phoenix. Hopefully you're glad that this is back and all that good stuff, and be sure to leave me a comment. Let me know how much you missed it. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Bye.